and then Challz has the podcast at 9. So I was thinking that I was just going to do
We
that
are live.
live. Oh,
Let me
God.
make sure that we got
Thursday?
some sound.
Huh?
Early Thursday.
The MyxxDown, Charles Brown, Mary, and Dream Girl.
Hello,
Dream girl.
We are back. We are live again on the CLBMG network. Make sure you go over to CLBMG.com to see what we got going on over there.
Put the comments on here.
I got you, Midy Llama.
Gracias.
So listen, I am Charles Brown, and I am part of this team of bandits called the MyxxDown. Now, if you see the bat signal go up that says an event is happening called the MyxxDown at 9 o'clock, and it's 9:05 and it hasn't started yet, have no fear. We are on our way. Just be a little patient.
We got
We
stuff
are-
dropped.
We will definitely be
We
on.
are going to
If
be
that
here.
bat signal goes up, we 100% are going live. Let me try to share this a little bit so people know,
Yes,
because they don't
please.
always be knowing what's going on.
I look like I'm supposed to be in bed for 4 days. Like I just look exhausted.
Same.
Have
But
no fear. We're not going to bed for 4 days. Have no fear. I will
funny
be back
thing
at
is-
it
We're not going to bed
tomorrow.
at any time soon, actually.
Yes,
Guys, can we get a toast
Madama
to start the
says
show off?
Madama says it's bad luck to toast with water.
It is.
I've never heard that. Can we get a toast?
I'm not toasting with water.
Well, then Madama's not. Once again, once again, she's not toasting.
I'm not toasting with water.
We're keeping it healthy today with ice water.
Ice water. I'm so dehydrated, man. I think I've been drinking for 10 days straight.
No,
I think I low key
think
been
so?
drinking for 10 days straight. Low key.
I don't. Well, I
Low
don't think
key,
it's
low
been
key,
10
low
days,
key.
I
but
think that's what they call it.
But we are here. I
An
believe that you
alcoholic
guys
maybe.
can hear us. You guys can hear what we got going on, and we got a great show. First of all, the show has been excelling. I want to
Good for
thank
you.
y'all for watching. What the water's nasty?
Water
No, she
smack
said-
cold.
Oh, it's cold water.
nasty.
It's cold water.
It's cold water.
The shorts have been getting a lot of good responses on the different networks,
Oh my
different
God, with my
platforms.
face on them, Charles, please.
There's nothing I can do.
Yeah, there's a lot you can do, and I need you to do it.
It's called.
I've not
You
seen my
zoom
face on
in,
it.
you do not wanna see it.
Well,
It zooms into our
I don't
face.
zoom in. The editor zooms in, which is
It's
the
bad.
the
I-
system that
Yeah, I've not looked at it, so I don't
But-
look at it.
it's all about the content.
I just want to say, I look like crap on here all the time. I look better in real life.
Because she's the
Some
dream
days are
girl.
really long days for me. Catch me on a weekend. Just saying.
And she'll be out there on the weekend. So trust me, she's out there.
She be out and pop.
Go look for Dream Girl and Dream. Listen, if you see her out in the streets, walk up to her, go in her ear and say, Dream
Please.
Girl. I want to see these big 6'4" guys walking up to you in freaking needle and thread. And, Dream Girl. You're gonna cry. You're gonna run out of there. You're gonna be like,
She's like, this is my safe space. Please don't do that.
This is creepy.
Mm-mm.
guys, last time did we talk about Diddy and Cassie last time we were here?
No.
'cause
It didn't
happened
happen
last
yet.
week.
I think it happened the next day.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I think
And then it was
Diddy,
done the day after.
Yeah,
I
that
think
they
Diddy
moved
and
swift.
Cassidy happened the next freaking day.
Mhm.
Now, with that being said, let me make sure that we got some sound. Yeah, I look like we got sound. We live.
Diddy.
I want to discuss this because I want to get these. This is going to be the clips that go viral
Oh boy.
Oh, God.
of you two responding to the Diddy
Someone
situation.
put like a smiley face over my face.
And happy Thanksgiving. I hope y'all have a good
Thanksgiving.
Thanksgiving.
Yes.
Madame, what you cooking for Thanksgiving for the party? What you bringing? What you cooking?
I am making this place pretty. That's what I do.
Oh, Madama's
not
going to
cooking
be the
anything.
decorations.
I'm not cooking anything.
So you're not cooking nothing.
No,
Shorty, what you cooking?
too much.
No, it's not too much actually. So I've actually dialed it down from what I normally do. Like there's been a lot of delegation this year.
Since I already created the cards for it, you have to make them now.
What
So,
cards?
so she made the menu cards,
Menu
so
cards.
the labels, the
Labels
food
for
things.
food.
So I'm
What's
making
that mean?
my
What people gonna
turkey.
say?
No,
No, well, I
well,
did
she
that.
did
Oh,
that
for what?
too.
You got to add something.
What?
Garlic and herb salmon and I'm doing shrimp.
Oh my god, I can't stand you.
Yeah, I just did it today.
So yeah,
You
so
look pretty,
I
though.
was gonna talk to you about this off camera, but now that we've got you on camera
They're trying
and
to
we're
drive me
talking about
crazy
it,
'cause
we are trying to drive you crazy. So anyway, so I am making the turkey.
that's what it looks like.
Oh, that's
It's
nice.
Yeah, super cute. So I'm making my turkey, which is hopefully amazing. I'm making the stuffing. I'm also making
Carrots, asparagus.
sauteed mushrooms and
Mushrooms.
sauteed asparagus
Uh-huh.
and
Are you gonna
mac
do the
and cheese.
You
Yes,
already
I've
made that
got.
label too, so
Yeah,
you're good.
I've got the baked mac and
So, yeah,
cheese.
make that label
Guys,
for that
please,
salmon.
I'm hoping it's gonna be fantastic. So we'll see.
Make that label
Um,
for that salmon and that
Salmon
ground
and-
shrimp.
Are you sure?
I already
Um,
bought it.
and then
else
the
did we
sweet
make?
potato. So yeah, I've got everything for the sweet potato. What I did not get, Madama, was the carrots, because where I went to go get the carrots, it was just crazy, and I was like,
You better find carrots.
and then I went to another place to get carrots, and then they didn't have the carrots. So that's two places for carrots, and I feel like it's the universe telling me I don't need to make the carrots. Hence why I look so tired today.
She needs to make the carrots because we have
the
a
label.
for carrots.
But
Nah, we
you
don't
know-
have carrots.
We don't have carrots.
So Charles added the salmon to the menu. He also added some shrimp to the menu, and yeah, so I'm looking forward to it. I love Thanksgiving. Thanksgiving is like my favorite holiday. Well,
So-
second, yeah.
So listen, on
Christmas
that note, while
Eve,
we talking about
Christmas Day.
Thanksgiving
Yes.
and this, that, and the third,
Yes, yes.
which sounds like I hope everybody gonna have a great holiday.
I hope you guys do whatever it is that you do that makes you happy. Spend time with your friends or your family or your cat or your dog, whatever.
Sleeping.
Yeah, whatever makes you happy and whatever it is that you're grateful for. I hope that you have an abundance of it,
Yeah.
and then you get to do that on Thursday.
All right, ladies, listen.
Yes.
Diddy, right?
I wonder how Diddy's Thanksgiving is going to be.
First of all, everybody
Same
know
as
what happened. I want to do a breakdown, but this is a picture right here. Diddy has been spotted after the scandal.
Who's that?
Who is that?
I don't even know. Maybe that's somebody that's on his team. Maybe they plotting his revenge.
Maybe it's a random person who's like, look what they're saying about you now.
That look like somebody that's
You are trending number one.
yeah, that's somebody that's helping his campaign or whatever to get back on. But
The good graces of the people.
Diddy is wild, bro. And I want to talk about this. Allegedly.
Is it still allegedly though?
It's still allegedly because
It hasn't been confirmed.
nothing's been
Tonight.
confirmed. He settled it out of court. But Diddy was allegedly beating this girl senseless. If you read
That's
the
super
lawsuit,
wild. Yeah, that's super wild.
every time this girl turned around, she was getting a beating by Diddy, allegedly. Like, yo, we used to laugh and like, ha ha, he with Diddy and make it like all his little antics with these girls and these men, all this little metrosexual energy he was giving off, and all this little stuff he had going on with all these parties. We used to like kind of laugh at it, but I don't know, man. I want to get you females' opinion of it because I know how I feel about it, right? He signed this girl to a 10-album deal, and I think he only
10
put out
albums.
one
He gave me one album out of 10.
for
She
13
had,
years.
like, one song.
That
Yeah,
is horrifying.
13 years. This was supposed to be his on again, off again girlfriend, right?
Yeah.
And the whole industry started to allegedly the whole industry was saying that Diddy was mad obsessed with these females, with these different restraining orders and different that. And with Kim Porter, there's rumors, again, allegedly rumors that he was violent with her. Put it like that. I'm gonna leave it at that. He was violent with Kim Porter, and she was about to leave him. And
Well, she did leave him, no?
they were
She
saying
did.
that there was about to be a tell-all book.
Which they said went missing after she passed away. Isn't that weird?
Yeah.
That's
So-
super weird. Hmm.
Things that make you go.
Hmm. Yeah, that was super weird. Oh, something
this
happened.
TV Oh, you did something.
No, that's fine.
Okay.
It's that camera. It'll come back. But when I touch that cord. But the simple fact of the matter is, I don't understand why people are doubting this girl at this point. Like some people thinking that
Because she settled, she's lying.
because she settled, she's lying. But the case was never criminal, right? The case from the very beginning was a civil case for pain and suffering. And I saw some people online like, oh, she settled, she took the money over morals, but it wasn't about morals. It's about 13 years of being sex trafficked across in different state lines, which is what they agreed to hit him with.
Yeah.
They already investigating him. Once you take a person across state lines for sex, for purposes of sex, that is sex trafficking.
And drugs too.
And drugs. She said he plied her with mad drugs.
She was like unconscious.
And when she was with Kid Cudi for a little bit of time, they said that he told her he was gonna blow up Kid Cudi's car, and boom went the dynamite. Kid Cudi's car blew up. Now we got a lot of dudes out here with no money doing this kind of stuff. Imagine a billionaire that can do this to you.
Yeah, he's got the funds and the means to be able to do whatever it is that he pretty much wants to do, and he probably feels like he's above it all. So,
when you've been doing this for at least 25 years, because this is not new. This is not the first girl that has. Another girl came out. I saw her saying that Diddy had threw her to the ground, was punching her on both sides of her head, and kicked her in the stomach. And this girl was before this Cassie lawsuit even came out. Wow. She did a video. So it's like a pattern of what people are willing to say that he's done. So it's like, where do we stand with this? Like, Brother Love used to be he was the top icon of our culture. Ciroc and all these different things, and Sean John and all these different things. Where do we hold him at? Because we boycott anything for the slightest reason. Are people going to start talking boycott if they're really real about this protect Black women stuff that they keep talking about?
I don't know, Madonna. Did they text you and tell you that that's what they're doing? I know they'd be texting you and telling you all this stuff, because I haven't heard anything about a boycott.
I did not get any information.
No texting.
No texting.
No direct text. Damn, homie.
So what's your thoughts on Diddy?
You're asking me, huh? You want to know what I have to say?
I do.
I say.
Don't get nervous now.
I say it's a damn shame that somebody who can do so much for his community, right, and for the people around him, right, aside from his community friends and girlfriends and all this other stuff, is getting blamed or allegedly did all of this stuff. Like, it's nuts. I feel like you're power hungry. I think you're crazy. And I think she should have took you for more than the $50 million that you're willing to give her. And the fact that you settled that within a day says everything to me. It says everything to me. And it's super, super sad that this young girl had to go ahead and go through all of that. And that's all I got to say about it, Madama. What you got? Diddy, you're an asshole. No, just kidding. Just kidding. I take that back. You're not.
So
that.
I think that this is obviously something very common when there's a power dynamic in our society. And what I have, besides the fact that it happens, right? The blaming that we put on the victims and the people that are going through this, and we call out, well, why did they they wait so long to say something?
Mm-hmm.
Why did they wait so long to say something? I don't think that we as people and as humans actually think about it or have any compassion for people that go through these ordeals, right? Like, you go through these things, and one, you start blaming yourself. You start asking yourself, how did I put myself in this situation? What did I do to deserve this? Who's going to believe me? And you go through these whole entire, these running questions through your mind, right?
All of those emotional things. And
you go through the emotions. And then at some point, you're just like, well, is there anything really that I can do about it? And if you do get the courage, whether it be a day from when it happens, 3 years from when it happens, 25 years from when it happens, we need to be more supportive of the people that can actually speak up for what happened and that are shining a light on the people that are doing it, as opposed to going and backfiring on them. That's what we need to work on. That's all I gotta say.
Very eloquent, Madama. I love that.
30 million, but they're saying she may have gotten more than 30 because she asked for 30. He offered her 10 allegedly behind the scenes. Then when it blew up and went out, but for him to settle it the next day, that means they got him by the ball, so we can even ask for even more.
Yeah.
So they're saying that people are saying they think she got 50 million.
Yeah.
What I think that first of all, if you're a billionaire, you should be able to pay somebody 50 million. In my opinion, I feel like once I listened to all of the allegations in the lawsuit, like the black eyes, the broken ribs, the stuff that
Keeping you in the hotel room
he
until
made her
you
stay in the
healed.
hotel until she healed up, and I'm always gonna protect. Like I always say, I was raised by a single mom,
Hi,
a
Victor.
black mom. Salute to Victor in the building. And I feel like at any situation, I'm gonna protect women. I know it's a lot of suckers out there. They do the opposite of that. Everything is they want to be disrespectful to women. That's not me, and I don't roll with suckers like that. I'm going to protect women at all costs. And the simple fact, I feel like that could have been my mom, my sister that you got in that hotel room, you punching on her, kicking on her. You know what I'm saying? You treating her like whatever. You making her go and find big BBCs so y'all can have freak offs, and she can sleep with all these different men while you sit in the corner and do whatever you doing, right? So it's like the simple fact of the matter is you. This is a control thing because Diddy could have paid 50 people to do all that, but it's not about people that want to do it willingly. It's a control thing of somebody who don't want to do it. So when the girl don't want to do it, that's what he's getting off on, and that's what he wants to see. A girl, he wants to break this chick, put a bunch of drugs in her, make her do stuff with all these men. That was the allure of it because she didn't really want it, right? It's not cool if they wanted it. Like he can go find Superhead, pay her mad money. She'll do it all night and day, but that's not what he wanted. He wanted to be able to. It's abuse. It's a violent criminal mind state, and that's what he gets off on. Allegedly, I gotta say allegedly. And we've been giving Diddy a pass for a long time for a lot of foul looking stuff. He gave out those NDAs for the publishing, right? Mm-hmm. He made them sign NDAs for the publishing, and then gave them the publishing. And if they didn't sign them, they didn't get the money, right? Mm-hmm. Because he knew that this was coming. He knew that this lawsuit was on the way. People like this be knowing that stuff. Their team, their lawyers would know. Okay, it's been drawn up. The papers are coming. Blah blah blah. You might want to get in front of this. Start thinking of some. This is when people start giving out turkeys at Thanksgiving and doing all this charitables. Like when they was doing out the RICOs, a lot of those guys that was in the RICO, they started doing all this charity work and doing all this cleaning up the community. They want to give away all this money, all these giveaways because they want to look good before the lawsuit come. And I think that's what Diddy did. He wanted to look good before the lawsuit come. And the lawsuit came and the public tore his ass up. He didn't even let it go 24 hours. He could have paid that girl before his lawyer had already said it was a shakedown. She was trying to get money out of him. Okay, she got it because soon as it dropped, he didn't let her wait 24 hours. He could have paid that the day before and we would have never heard of it. Yeah. He wanted to see how bad it was going to be.
Yeah.
Because if people didn't care, what it was it's the Tory Lanez thing. Tory Lanez could have took a deal and been out of jail in about 5 years. Tory Lanez wanted to see, he wanted to take his chances with it in the court of public opinion. He started spinning all these narratives and this and that. Now, Tory Lanez got what, 15 years?
Yeah.
Some crazy stuff.
Like that, so it's these people who think, again,
they take the chance.
Yeah, they're taking the chances because they think they're above it. And they're like, I can pay my way throughout, to get out of this. And that's not always the case. Mm-hmm. So it's just really, really sad that that's where we are. But I'm glad that she got some money, something for her pain and suffering. And hopefully she'll never go back to him. And she's
happy as hell. Her cute ass husband, her little 2 daughters. You're so cute.
She got
who's her husband?
Alex Fun. And he is fun.
I didn't know that. Wow, you teaching me something. I didn't know that. I haven't thought about Cassie. She's been married for a few
years. I think they're like on 3-4 years, something like that. And they have 2 daughters.
Some people
oh my god, it was her trainer actually. He trained her while she was with Diddy.
Some people are saying that
I did not know that.
Some people are saying that
50 million is good though.
Her money, and this is the flip side. Some people are saying her money's getting low, and her and this man, whatever man she with, and now that's when she want to bring these stories up and get the bag.
Aww.
Have y'all heard of y'all know Slim Thug, the rapper from back in the day? He went viral because he was saying there should be a time limit. If you don't report this stuff immediately, you can't get paid in the future.
How do you feel about that?
I think it's goofy because the simple fact of the matter is everybody isn't going to be able to report stuff immediately. It don't work like that. I see Victor say yes in the comments. I'm assuming he's agreeing. I don't know, but if you understand from a male point of view, that's what we say. We say, well, why you didn't wait so long? Why you didn't report it? Da, da, da. I get that, but sometimes in a victim's mind, especially somebody that's being, this guy is her boss. He was controlling her career for 13 years. So at what point was you going to report this? And if you really read the law, if you really read the lawsuit, this dude had a lot of people in his pocket, and it wasn't safe. This dude had guns. He went and grabbed all these guns. Went and looking for Suge Knight one night and made her hold some guns in her purse. And she's like, I don't even use guns. I don't know nothing about guns. And she was petrified that the gun's going to go off. Now the simple fact of the matter, I feel like we all look at stuff in our own way. But a lot of y'all wouldn't have said nothing if it was you and all that money was on the line.
Yeah.
I'm going to be honest.
Yeah.
A lot of y'all would have been like, I got a lot to lose. I got a whole career. So I'm going to go ahead and roll with this situation. And I feel like that's what happened with this girl. I feel like she was
also young.
She was young. He met her at 19 years old. He was 37.
Wow.
Right? But we call R. Kelly all kind of stuff, whichever. I feel like he's low-key right there with R. Kelly.
I wonder if he's going to get the backlash like R. Kelly did. Like, are people going to start saying, we're not going to listen to your music, we're not going to buy your liquor, we're not going to do that?
You know what it's going to take? I'm going to be honest, and this is weird and sad. People are just hearing what he did. Until there's a documentary like they did with R. Kelly, right? Mm-hmm. They are not going to understand the gravity of what this dude is accused of doing. So until people see that this dude was technically like using this chick as a freaking slave, making her go to Abu Dhabi and all these different places, and then get there and sleep with 2 and 3 guys in front of him until against her will, according to her, allegedly, right? Until they realize that and they put themselves in that situation, it's never going to be any backlash. Until they do a documentary and break down every single, which somebody's going to do it. Somebody's going to do it. It'd be about, and he's going to fight like hell to keep it from coming out. But until somebody put it in a term that everybody can understand, nobody's going to understand how severe this situation was. But
wow,
I think we can move on from that. That's a dark.
It is dark.
Corner.
It is dark.
We can talk about this right here.
I'm
Drake.
upset about this.
You're so what?
I'm upset about this.
Her guy
about it?
Drake has an eyebrow tattoo.
And now he has a face tattoo.
You see that, mama?
I see it.
What you think? See, Shorty like that rugged stuff. What you think? Be honest. Do you like that? Tell the truth.
What does the tattoo say?
So I'm about to tell you right now what the tattoo say. Give me a second, because I had it earlier.
Does it say F off or something? Like, what does it say?
It don't. No, it's a different language. So it means Miss Keen.
What?
It means Miss Keen.
I don't even know what that means. What does that mean?
Well, I'm going to tell you. Drake showed off some new ink. And showed it off in his hometown. On Friday night, the rapper rolled up to the Canadian TV personality Tyrone T-Rex show party where special guests like Fat Joe took the stage. During the festivities, a photographer snapped a close-up shot of the Six God with a blink and you miss a tattoo above his right eyebrow that reads Miss Keen. Now, although it's unclear what Miss Keen means to Drake.
Like, we don't know what it means. Okay.
No, let me finish.
I'm freezing.
Although it is unclear what Miss King means to Drake, it in a sympathetic term used in both Arabic and Amharic, an Ethiopian language, the word is also considered to be Toronto slang, which means a person. Which according to the University of Toronto magazine, it means a pathetic person or situation.
What?
This isn't for all the dogs. This isn't for all the dogs rappers' first face tattoo either.
It's not.
Last year, he got the initials SG inked under his left eye in honor of his mother, Sandra Gale. Drake couldn't wrap up the night without getting into some nostalgia himself. He hit the stage to guide the crowd into a sing-along of Whitney Houston's I Will Always Love You. So that tattoo on Drake's face,
I'm sure it means something other than what they put on there.
It
That doesn't
said-
make a pathetic situation. Why would you put a pathetic situation
in
on your eyebrow?
Arabic, it means a pathetic situation.
All right. No.
Madama,
No.
are you upset about this?
So you're upset about him getting a tattoo on his face?
I don't like face tattoos. I don't like them at all. I do not.
Women get their eyebrows tattooed all the time.
And I don't like that either.
She's like, I don't like it.
It's not for me.
So yeah,
So,
so
like,
I don't have a
whole
problem with
tattoo
it.
on
It's
your
like-
face, like, and
I'm sure it means something to him, and that's why he got it done. So more power to you. That's what you feel like, and it's
Yeah,
above the
I
eyebrow, so you
suppose.
probably can't even see it like that.
I just saw it.
Yeah, I think you're looking for it.
I seen it.
I think
It
you're
is
looking
there.
for it. I didn't. Yeah, so I don't. Yeah,
So you're not feeling
I-
it, Midy?
No.
I don't.
Dream
I don't
Girl
have a
is not
problem with
happy.
Dream Girl. Is like no.
Shorty, what's your thoughts?
I don't
Drake's
have a problem
face
with it.
tattoo.
I would love to know what it means because
I just told you
I
a simplistic. What did it say? Hold on.
a pathetic situation.
A pathetic situation.
So so I don't know. Like I just feel like a pathetic situation is not something you would put on your face. So I feel like there has to
a
be
pathetic person or situation.
So I feel like maybe, I would love for him to talk about it and see like, okay, so this is what it means. I don't know. Like a pathetic situation doesn't seem like it's whatever, but I don't have a problem with it. I'm like, dude, if that's what you want to do, I have quite a few tattoos. And they all mean something to me. And somebody can look at them and not know what it means, but they mean something to me. So
Victor says some women look ugly with eyebrow tattoo. With tattoo
I agree, Victor. I agree. But a lot of women get, tattoos and on their face. And I would not tattoo anything on my face.
You know what it is? I think
no fear.
Yeah,
I will
okay.
not
And
tattoo
then
my face
I
or
won't
my
believe
neck.
that. I don't believe that.
I will. Well, on the other side of life, you'll be like, "Oh, you were right. You didn't get something on your face." I wouldn't get something on my face, and I wouldn't get something on my neck. But that's for me.
Did you say Drake and fuck off?
He did his album For All the Dogs After Dark, so there's like 6 more songs on the album.
Yeah, I heard it. It's dope. They all rap songs though. Did you hear that?
Yeah,
Shit's fire. Did you?
Madonna is like the #1 Drake fan.
Did you like him rapping?
Yes, I did.
He's
I
back to
liked
rapping.
it,
Oh, Madonna want to hit
You're
Drake
like,
rap.
ew. Are you gonna go to Tennessee to see him?
Tennessee.
I don't know.
game of horses.
She's like, we can drive. Are any of your friends trying to go to Tennessee to see him? No.
Not that I know.
Bro, something.
Do you want me to go with you to Tennessee to see him?
I don't think I want to go to Tennessee.
I don't know.
Tennessee.
Tennessee. A game of horseshoes. Oh Lord, I ask you, be my God. Listen, I got
Yes.
something I want to talk about to 2 moms.
Yes.
I thought
I
this
am.
was very, very interesting. I thought this was so interesting. I shared it with mad people today because I was like astonished, low key, that this was happening.
Astonished. You're like,
And-
no.
I tried to put the video up.
And they blocked you.
No, they didn't
Oh.
block me, but it was too big. But it's about this girl right here that's on the screen.
Oh, her
The
nails so
girl,
pretty.
yeah, no, she's real cute. So the girl on the screen, right? She went viral because she was crying about the state of the children in America. She was crying because she's a teacher that teaches ballet. I'm going to play it out loud. I can't show you the video, but I'm going to play it out loud and I'm going to leave that up so you guys could understand what's going on. And I want to hear your honest opinion.
Mhm.
It's a little long, but bear with me.
I'm calling out all the parents. If you're a parent and your child is in pre-K to elementary school to high school, I'm calling you out. The children today, I have never experienced, and I'm 22. Having to teach and work with you guys as children has been the most traumatic experience of my life. I teach
22.
5-year-olds ballet. 5-year-old girls ballet. I have a class of 10 students. They don't respect any authority. You ask them, can you stand in your designated spot? They're telling you no and shut up. They're throwing things at each other. They're throwing things at other people, other classmates. You say, can everybody sit in their spot? I don't want to. I'm not doing that. You don't get to tell me what to do. You're not my mom. You confront the parent. The parent tries to argue with you and fuss at you because you tried to reprimand and redirect their kid. I told a young little girl, please sit in your spot. You're not my mom. You don't tell me what to do. Okay. When her mom came to pick her up, I said, hey, your daughter's having a hard time following instructions. And 7 times today, I've had to redirect her to just sit in her spot. Well, clearly she didn't want to sit. And mind you, this is a mom. Clearly she didn't want to sit right there. So, I mean, if she telling you she don't want to do something, why keep asking her to do it? You know she's not going to do it. What world do we live in? Like, what in you guys' brain as a parent says, my kid not following any directions is a great thing. It's not that serious, and y'all don't have a right to tell her what to do. It's sad. It's sad. It's really, really sad. And another thing that's heart-wrenching is horrifying. It is horrifying. Your 5-year-old daughters are asking to listen to Pound Town and Ski Yee. Your daughters, your 5-year-old daughters are asking, can we hear Pound Town? I'm playing them Princess Tiana ballet music. And they are asking me, can we hear Pound?
She is just distraught.
I don't know what to do.
So
I don't know what to do.
Well,
so it goes
I would
a
say,
little
like,
longer, but
yeah.
that's enough. So
I would say the first thing not to do. She says she doesn't know what to do. I would say don't put that on Instagram. And
no, I disagree. I disagree
don't-
100%.
No,
I disagree
No.
100%.
no.
Finish your thought, but I want to hear this.
No, listen. I agree with her. People are acting like their kids are nuts, and their kids don't have any boundaries. Their kids can, and I don't even have small kids. My youngest is 24. Thank you, Jesus. We survived all of that. But I hear like when I go to the mall and I go to the store and I go shopping, whatever, I hear these parents talking to these kids. These kids are doing anything and everything. There's like no respect ever, anywhere. Like the teachers, they're at their wits' end. I have a lot of clients who are teachers, and they vent to me about the crazy madness that is going on in school. It's crazy with the phones, the cell phones, the games, the music, like all the raunchy stuff, getting younger and younger. Like you kind of expect that for teenagers, but it's getting younger and younger and younger. It's like the 6-year-olds, the 7-year-olds, the 8-year-olds. And
This chick said 5-year-olds.
Yeah, and it just, the mom having that kind of reaction though, I feel like she's wild. She's wild. Like if her mom has that kind of reaction,
That's why she acts.
that's why the little girl acts like that. It's not going to get better. It's going to get worse. But I'm just saying, like, her crying on Instagram or TikTok or wherever it is that you found this video, I don't know.
Conversation about that.
I don't know if that's the way to go. But I'm going to let Madonna take this. I'm just going to get a jacket because I feel like I'm about to die in here.
Kids don't understand a good ass whooping these days unless DCYF are involved. Victor said that. Victor also said parents need to just set better standards for their kids. Mm-hmm. The problem with that, Vic, is what the girl is saying, that the parent standards are bad. So if a parent standards through the door is bad, the kid is doomed. A 5-year-old that even knows what Pound Town is doomed. She has a problem. That could be a girl that's pregnant by 9, 10 years old. I'm just going to be honest with you. Because the lyrics in that song are disgusting. They're not for no...
I don't like that song.
They're not for no... and I get it that a lot of girls like... Y'all like ratchet songs. Like and when you're partying, that it's fun. But you know to draw the limit. You know what I'm saying? You know what... Some people don't know where to draw the limit at. And some of these songs... Ratchet make ratchet people more ratchet, or it make people that's not ratchet think they ratchet and want to act more ratchet. It's just a level of ignorance. And I get into debate. Well, people want to know. People want to know why we even allow a Sexy Red to exist. in the culture, right?
Mm-hmm.
They want to know why. Well, some people want to know why she exists, but some people want to know why we even mad at her because people have been doing this forever.
Uh-huh.
This is a whole debate I want to have. But first I said I was going to talk to you about
Her on social media.
Yeah.
Tell me.
I want to get Madama's opinion about that first before I say what I'm gonna say. What's your thoughts on that, Madama?
On what part?
All of the parts. All of the parts.
As a mother to a younger child, not a 5-year-old, but a younger child, basic teenager, like, you know, I've always been stricter. Like he actually said damn today. And I was like, what'd you say?
Oh my
like,
God. Okay. Mm-hmm.
But I do it because I want to instill in him that he has to have
Respect. Yes.
that there's boundaries, that there's lines that he can't be crossing. Like even like the music that he listens to, I'm like, yeah, I don't want you to listen to that one, you know? And once again, he's 13 years old, but if you don't set those standards, they're going to do whatever the heck they want. If I let him run the streets, then I already know the type of trouble that he can get into, you know? But there's just an abundance of people out there that don't see, that have a problem with authority just in general.
Mm-hmm.
And they feel like any type of restrictions or guidelines or rules that are set for them or their children
Right.
is just like you're trying to, you know, control them instead of like you're trying to just get them to act right. I don't know what other words
Act
to use.
right.
Like,
So what
be
you're saying is that they
respectful.
feel like any level of trying to control them is trying to take away their freedom and like
yeah, and when it's not the case.
yeah, you're trying to you know what I'm saying.
Like we see it all the time with like the kids in school now, right? Where they're constantly coming at their teachers and they're trying to fight the teachers and they're hitting
It's
them.
a lot
like,
of fight videos.
It's like where, how, like where does that respect lie?
That's
like,
not
and I can
okay.
understand not understand you lashing out like that, because I even say it to my son. Somebody in school says something to you that you don't like, you don't need to fight them. Go and tell like an adult, right? The same thing if a teacher is speaking to you in any type of way, then go and speak to somebody else, because he knows that he doesn't want his mom showing up at school. Okay. So it's just those guidelines that you have to set for your kids, and we don't have those nowadays.
Yeah,
Like there's a lot of people that just don't go by them.
They were like, the teacher had an attitude. Yes, throw something at her. Like, no, that's not how the violence is not how we answer these issues. Answer to these issues. Go ahead, Charlie Brown.
Victor says kids need to respect adults, whether it's a teacher, family member, store worker of any kind.
Yeah, there is none of that.
He also wrote, let me see what else he wrote. He said it's not controlling kids. It's more like showing your kids to respect people. Yeah. That is a fact. So I want to address several things that was brought up in this situation. Yeah. First of all, I have a problem with people who say you shouldn't have put that on social media. We put everything on here, good, bad, or indifferent, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
And there are a lot of people who won't process something until it's on social media.
Yeah.
We've made a lot of change to this society based on social media. A lot of the cop killings before you would never get a cop convicted of a cop killing. Now with the social media backlash and the Black Lives Matter before it went left, when they were really just out in the streets protesting, when what's the guy who got the knee on the neck? My guy, Fred. I'm sorry. I'm bugging out. I can't even remember. I can't even remember.
I'm the worst with the
my guy that got with the knee on his neck, right? And it's right on the tip of my tongue.
Yeah.
But
yes, Google him.
When he George Floyd.
There we go.
When he was killed, social media was the reason that the cops, by it being posted, did not get away with it. Now we got 4 of them in prison right now.
Mm-hmm.
I feel like the only way social change is going to come is by exposing it. Because a lot of these people, we just got a video last week, right before this lady, a couple days ago, a kids party where the kids got guns and they're jamming to like this trap music. Like, oh, they pointing the gun, they got shells. It's like a really trash hood party, and they got the kids. These kids are like 5, 6, 7 years old. The parents, not I don't know if they're parents, but the adults are in the background just bobbing to the music and letting these kids show this guns with all this money. They fanning money and this and that, and these kids can't know what they even have in their hand.
No,
right? But somehow somebody somewhere thought that was okay to post online, and when it hit online, I ain't gonna say the entire, but most of the community clowned these people. And they made them look stupid as they should have. So what's happening is the narrative. When you don't know that, if you just keep all that stuff off of social media, it's festering. Just because it's not on social media, it don't mean it's not festering. It's festering somewhere, and someone is growing up thinking that that's okay. Right now, people are understanding that stuff is not okay. A lot of stuff we used to do and thought was like, oh, like, you know what I'm saying?
acceptable.
Yeah.
Victor said he looked like clowns. Acceptable. We learned. There was quite a few things that I didn't know what people thought about until I heard it on social media. The discourse of whatever people felt, until I saw it on social media. I didn't necessarily know what they thought. Sometimes they surprise me, and I'm like, damn, they really are like okay with trash stuff. You know what I'm saying? So it's like some stuff is like you really that's really how you believe. So it's like some stuff be really surprising. You would think it would go one way or another, but this woman getting on here, she is spreading a message, because I personally would have never thought that a 5-year-old getting dropped off at ballet would be talking about you ain't my mom. Like that sounds like the ultimate discipline.
Yeah.
She said at ballet.
At ballet, that's the ultimate discipline. So that means and I guarantee you, those are black moms. Let's just be honest.
You can't say that.
Listen to what I'm telling you. If that girl was talking about put on Pound Town and telling her you ain't my mama,
Bless you. Bless you.
I don't know too many little white girls gonna be going around talking about you ain't my mama, put on Pound Town. So let's just be honest. That's got to be. I'm willing to bet money that's probably our people. Let's just say that, right? And that means that the mom is not right. And that could be an isolated incident, or that class could be next to a freaking strip bar. I don't know what's going on, but maybe that's all the strippers bring their daughters to that class. We don't know the details, but the simple fact that even if you are a stripper and you still don't understand the quality of education to give your children, to have them thinking that it's okay to listen to Pound Town and to ask somebody, an adult, to even ask them to play it, means that your kid is low-key kind of ignorant, to be honest with you. And I'm like, yo, your kid should not be asking for a song that's talking about my booty hole is brown.
First of all, why do
Wow.
we need to talk about the colors of our private parts? I think all of us are very well aware of
We're
what they look
versed.
like.
We're versed.
So I don't need a whole song to tell me that. Just
But
saying.
the funny thing was, they got into a kind of a argument with her about she was saying the wrong colors.
Who? Wait,
So,
what?
so she doesn't know much. And I don't mean that. I'm sorry, because I've seen her on a podcast. They had her on a podcast that I was listening to, and I wish I could remember what it was that they were referencing, and she had no idea what they were talking about. And I'm like, how do you not know that?
Yeah, it's a bunch of stuff.
It's like yeah.
It doesn't stop, and they need to
He said it doesn't stop.
They need to like pull her back a little bit from all these interviews, because they just getting worse and worse. And I think one of the interviews she was talking about, she set a dude up and all kind of stuff. Just like, no, a dude robbed somebody and gave her the money for Valentine's Day. She's like, oh, this is the nicest thing somebody ever did for me. He literally robbed somebody and brought the gun. He told her that he robbed somebody and brought the money right to her. And she's like, this is the sweetest thing that somebody ever done to me. Done
You
for
robbed
me.
someone.
It's crazy, shorty. This is what we're going through right now.
I don't know.
This is what we are going through.
So you're online a lot more than me. Like you watch all of these videos and do all of this stuff. And Madame will be getting text messages from these people. I'm the one that's pretty much just like working and not paying attention to the videos. So I don't see any of these videos, and I don't. Hopefully, some change will come instead of just having her cry on social media. Maybe there's change to be had from there.
What do you think about the mom?
I think that that's nuts. That there's a 5-year-old girl saying you can't tell me what to do in the middle of ballet class. You're asking for something that is not ballet music, and your mom is like, she don't want to sit down. Don't stop asking her. Like, who says that?
How
Like,
how
why
trash?
should,
Why?
why do you have her in a class?
I'd be like, yeah,
Like, why do you have her in a dance class if you don't want her to, if she's not going to be following directions? Like,
I
what's
don't
the
know.
point of her?
Exactly.
Yeah.
That just seems like you threw her in there as like a daycare option.
yeah.
yes, that's
Probably.
exactly what. Oh,
That's
where's
probably
my
what
water?
it is.
Hmm?
That's probably what it
What's
is.
up, my water? Okay, no,
Probably
I
is,
just
yeah.
that's right.
You said it was cold.
I'm freezing. It has
Yo,
to be the ice water.
CLBMG. Make sure y'all go over to CLBMG.com. But I feel like what we're seeing is society going backwards, bro.
Yeah.
It does feel that
In the
way.
worst kind of
So
way.
I wonder, like the daycare where not the daycare, sorry, daycare option is where I was going for that. But like, I wonder if the dance school that she's teaching at, if there's any kind of like the directors or anything, can they do anything to help her? You know,
Yeah.
because that sounds just like a terrible working environment
Yeah.
with these little girls going berserk and the mom's not helping.
Yeah, and the wildest thing about
Mhm.
it, that's the kind of chick that will want to punch you in your face. You know what I'm saying? That's the kind of chick be like,
Yep.
it'll be 2 more incidents of her trying to control the
Yeah.
dog. Don't put your hand. She'll be,
Yeah.
you know what I'm saying? That's the kind of chick you need to get out the program. First of all, and this is me, I'm just different. I'm not going to be crying on video about this kid. I'm going to be exiting these kids out of here because the mom shouldn't have the right to tell you. You're the teacher. You're the person of authority.
Yeah.
Shouldn't have the right to reinforce. Right? Because first of all, if it's ballet, then they paying to be in there.
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah.
And if it's ballet, other people are paying to be in there.
Exactly. Disrupting.
So if
other
your
kids.
daughter is in here, she won't sit down. She got to be redirected all these times. Then she got to get up out of here. I'm not gonna be crying about this. Like, okay, she like to listen to Pound Town. She gonna pound her ass right back to her car and go home. I'm not even listening to this. Like, I'm going to take it for what it is. Like, yo, I have a job to do. These other 6, 7 little kids over here, and I guarantee you, she probably really only talking about 1 or 2 girls. I guarantee that whole class is not going around talking about let's do some pound. Well, they probably heard it when she played it for the damn girl.
Well, hopefully she didn't play it for her.
She played it for her.
It was like this Pound Town, Pound Town, Pound Town. And then
She's like, okay.
okay, just stop it.
Here we
Poor
go,
girl.
Pound
She's
Town.
traumatized by all these things. I don't want to do
So
this
I'm like,
anymore.
man, and, but at the end of the day, too, and and you're right. Her posting it, she took a big risk, and I understand what you mean. I say she should post it, but at the same time, by her posting it, it shows a weakness, in her parenting skills. I mean, her teaching skills. Because, and I get it, she's just expressing herself.
She's emotional.
She could have handled it, but I get it. She's emotional because the state of these children, and I get that. But at the same time, you got to be strong enough to deal with that, and you got to be like, "Yo, listen."
Yeah, but she's only 22.
I know, and when she's 32, she's gonna be time enough for their ass. But until then, I'm here to tell her, listen, sis.
Yeah, I feel like
Sis.
you need to control yourself. Yes, it's a frustrating situation, but you have option A or option B. A, you're going to continue to see this little girl, and the mom is going to continue to act this way because if she acted like that the first time, she's going to act like that every time. Or B, you're going to say, your child is not allowed in this class.
You can't come here no more.
Talk to the director and be like, this child is disrupting the rest of the kids. And
maybe
the
she's
mom
not in a situation where she can do that. Like maybe she doesn't have. Maybe there's no director there, or maybe the director doesn't see it that way, or whatever. I mean,
but she's a teacher at the end of the day. You have to, when you're a teacher, you have to go ahead and take into consideration your whole entire class, not just one.
Right.
If this particular child, you had to ask her 7 times, and she's like, "You're not my mom," and then you speak with the mom, and the mom's like, "Don't tell my daughter what to do." Okay, well, I'm not going to tell your daughter what to do, but we can't accept her here. She's disrupting the other kids, and it's not acceptable. I cannot train her if I cannot go ahead and ask her to do something, and she is not capable of doing it.
And at that point, the mom gonna punch you in the face.
Well, and at that point, there's a lawsuit.
Mom gonna be like,
getting
punched in the face.
Because Challz just said that she punched
I know, but that doesn't mean you're gonna get anything out of it.
Girl, something's got to happen. I will break all of those pretty nails on that.
You sue her Not well. First of all, she putting her kid in ballet class. She might got some scratch. Let's
Unless
start
it's
there.
part of like the city program and stuff, and she ain't got no money, and that she's part of that program.
That's true. But at that point,
yeah,
then the little girl has to go. I
Yeah,
don't know
no.
no class where you can be disruptive 7 times
no,
and be like, I'm not
No.
listening to you, not my mom. I don't know
Yeah,
no class
no.
where you can remain.
no.
No,
And I guess the girl is just
yes,
like heartbroken no matter what, no matter whatever discipline she had to dole out. Maybe
Yeah, no.
she probably handled her business, but
Your little girl is not welcome here anymore. 5-year-old little, whatever is
Yeah.
gonna have to go home with you, and she's not welcome back.
that's
Like,
the thing. We need more details, bro.
Yeah, like no, like so that's what I'm saying. Like, and I'm not saying you shouldn't get emotional. Obviously, everybody has their emotional stuff going on. That's something that is really, really sad. She is 22 years old. She's probably looking like, oh my God, I'm bringing the world ballet. And then these little kids are torturing her. And she's like, this is not what I
Twerking,
want.
right?
You know what I mean? This isn't what I want. But like,
5-year-olds
I'm like, like at that point, I'm like, yeah,
That's wild,
you
man.
sitting
That's
there and
upsetting
crying
to
on
me.
social media is not going to help you with this mom or the moms. Like, let's get it together.
And I'm gonna be honest, as the parent, first of all, it might not be no dad in the situation.
I don't know.
But as if I'm the dad, my 5-year-old ain't gonna ever be twerking. I ain't here twerking. No, nah. You ain't got to be like say nothing. You don't got to say nothing else. You don't have to say nothing else, Miss Blueberry. You don't have to say nothing else. When she come back, she
Miss
will be
Blueberry.
on her tippy toes doing the pirouette. She will never twerk in this class again. And that is a promise.
What are you gonna do with the little
My
girl who
daughter-
twerks in the car?
My
What are you gonna do?
daughter
You'll be like, you
is
can
not
never
going to
do
be-
that again.
No, because I'm gonna make her hold 17 books, and I'm gonna be like, twerk now, twerk now, hold the books and twerk now. That's what's gonna happen. So,
I'm so glad I don't have little ones. Jesus Christ,
Miss Blueberry, you ain't got to worry about Sally twerking,
Oh, Roman.
because she ain't gonna be able to look at a book the
Blueberry.
rest of her life
He
without
giggles.
getting
Roman
freaking
giggles every
afraid.
time we say blueberry.
Does he?
Yeah,
Blueberry.
blueberry.
Listen, I
And
got
butterfly?
I got one more thing I want y'all to see. Let me see. Rihanna
Gosh,
went
she's
blonde.
Beautiful. Yeah,
Ah,
she looks so pretty.
What you think?
I
I
love,
love
it.
it.
You know what? It's not just the
She-
blonde. It's the fullness. It's the curl. Like everything
Yeah.
about the hair. That's
She's
a dope look.
She's a beautiful girl.
What, she got 2 kids
beautiful
now?
2
Yeah.
babies. I'm pretty sure she's not feeling herself. You know how moms are right after they have babies and stuff. You just feel like you're tired and worn out. But she looks gorgeous. You go, Rihanna. Like, oh,
Yeah.
look at her. Yes, she's beautiful.
She's beautiful.
I love the hair.
Salute to Rihanna.
Yes, yes.
She got the stamp of approval.
She's
What is
gorgeous.
this? Let me see what this. I don't know.
She is
If I talked
gorgeous.
about this. Oh no, I talked about that. I was looking at the pictures, just making sure I ain't.
Missing something.
Oh, I forgot to talk about this. The rumor was one of Wale's old friends came out and said that Wale got hung over a balcony by Diddy because he was
What?
in the same room with Cassie, and Diddy came in, and they got to arguing, and Diddy hung him over a balcony.
I just want to see the Diddy movie.
That's
Don't tell
not
me nothing
true.
else, and let me watch the movie.
Wale has responded. He said, "The slow demise of authentic journalism. I used to pray for the gullible. Now I'm scared of them." What's wild is, so this is the thing. I felt like, and I wrote on his thing when he commented on it. I said, Wale, you didn't even have to respond to this because it's no winning with this. You say you didn't do it. Now people saying, oh, here he go, being emotional. And if you don't respond, people say, oh, it must have happened. You can't win no matter what you do, no matter what you say, no matter how well you craft that sentence that you wrote. Somebody's going to pick through it and say Wale is a clown. So at the end of the day, you can't respond to something like that. Wale, Cardi B, all these people that respond, Nicki Minaj, they respond to everything in these comments and they always trying to defend themselves. I think that is a mistake.
But sometimes you need to defend yourself. So I get it. Well, I'm not, I don't have their kind of following and stuff like that. But sometimes it's not that easy to not just say something,
Jay-Z do it.
Oh, I love Jay-Z.
And I get it. That's the highest, you know what I'm saying? That's the most extreme level of ignoring social media. It's not many people that ignore it as well as Jay and Beyonce do.
So let me ask you something, right? When you say Jay brought me back to Diddy. So Diddy, in the situation that he's in with all of the stuff that happened with Cassie, right? and all of the famous people that he surrounds himself with, do you feel like they have a responsibility to say something when he was doing all of this stuff? Or is it okay not to say anything and
You
completely
know what
keep
it is
quiet?
though? Yes, when you really are trying to have your own career
Yeah.
and you want to work with Diddy because it's very beneficial to you and your pockets, you're going to ignore a lot of
Yeah.
stuff.
Unfortunately.
Isn't that
Unfortunately, and
Yeah.
it's a boys' club where guys are going to be like, "Oh, don't say nothing, mind your
And
business." Da da da
That
da.
probably came with threats also. Like,
To certain people.
yeah, like you can't say anything. 'cause
Yeah.
I'll do X, Y, and Z.
Yeah, if he out here beating her ass, you know what I'm saying? And he's sending dudes to blow up cars, your car might be next. You know what I'm saying? So, but I do feel
Stay
like
out of my car, Diddy. I was just posing a question.
Diddy like, this is brother love, girl. Brother love ain't gonna hurt you, baby. It's brother love,
Or
baby.
he's gonna be like, "Hey, Kia boys."
Madama, quick question. Diddy sends a car, Maybach car, to pick you up Friday night. You can
I'm
go
tired.
anywhere you want.
She said, I'm tired.
Nah.
You know you're single. You can go
Nah.
anywhere you want.
Yo,
Are you going?
Challz be putting me on blast for everything. You be telling people where I'm at.
Are you going? Are you
No,
going with Diddy?
no.
Is it because of this or
I don't find him attractive like that.
he got a big bag?
That's good for him.
I know, right? We don't care about
Shorty,
the bag.
Yeah.
Shorty,
Yes,
Diddy
yes.
offers you, he's gonna send a car for you, pick you up, Maybach, round trip, all paid expenses to Dubai, without your husband, which is me. Private jet, $100,000
taken out.
price.
You got over here at
Because you didn't wait.
spree,
You shot it down.
like
You didn't even let it happen.
flight. I still would say no.
You shot it down. What you doing, Shorty?
I don't know, Madama. Dubai? Private
Dubai,
jet?
private jet,
I'm like,
7 days
private
with Diddy.
jet
private
that gives
jet.
them access to me? Absolutely not.
He's chasing you around.
His
brother love, baby. Where you running to? Get from behind that chair, girl.
No, baby. I'll make it to Dubai when I pay for my own ticket. But
Yeah.
thank you, though. I'm married.
You
I
heard
don't
that,
know.
Madama?
Yeah.
She
no.
is sticking to her
Yes.
God-given.
Yeah. No.
vows.
Like listen. Anybody who knows me knows I can give two F's about like the money like that. I don't date. I didn't date guys because they were rich or had money. I had a lot of no. Listen, if I can do it myself, I'm fine. So no, that matters nothing to me.
You know what, too? This stuff makes you think about Diddy and all the lights of all the other stuff, like with the Biggie stuff
Yeah.
and the stuff with the hitting the coach in the head with the barbell and
I forgot about that.
just all kind of stuff, the chasing Suge with the gun, like all this stuff. You start to see like a lunatic. This dude like the Joker, and then he dressed up like the Joker last Halloween and was going around with the big gun. He was like,
That's
and he almost got
And
into
he also dressed up as it.
it.
Yeah.
He did.
Yeah.
He almost got into a
Creepy,
fight
creepy.
with the dude from Power.
Chadwick. Something or other.
No, the dude from Power. They almost started fighting when he had that joke because he was doing too much. The dude that who did he shoot? I know his name on Power, but I can't think of it right now. But he's on Power now with Reek, and he's trying to make Reek give him that money because he went to the Reek school and shot somebody in the pool. He's on Tariq's Power.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, I can't think of his name. Somebody know his name. Anyway,
Mm.
he almost got the fighting with Diddy. So Diddy kind of like got to slow down, Diddy. Slow
It's
down,
all
baby.
the stuff that you see. It's like R. Kelly. Then when it all hits the fan, you're like, damn, we saw it all along.
It was there all along.
and we didn't see it. But yeah, like that's not cool. I'm glad that she's out of that relationship and that, you know.
Well, folks, it's been fun.
Madama's like, wrap it up. Madama is contractually
Hi, I am
under
done.
legal obligation to not go 1 second past 60 minutes. That is the Dream Girl contract, and we must honor it. Or
Last thing though, what are you watching, Madama? What show are you watching?
Oh, you know what I started watching? Actually yesterday, The Buccaneers on Apple TV,
Yeah.
I'm
You
about
like
to
it?
start that.
and it's actually cute. It's like Bridgerton.
Oh, okay.
I like
I'm about
that.
to
Cool.
start
So
that.
you like it.
Mhm.
And Charlie Brown, what are you watching?
Oh, this is a good question.
We can do that last week.
No.
The show.
I just started this sci-fi show called Beacon 23. but that's something other stuff. It's Lena Helmsley from Game of Thrones who plays Cersei.
Cersei, the queen.
I don't watch
Oh, you watch Game of Thrones? Yeah, she's
Girl.
on it. I just started watching that.
I could not get into it.
Oh my god, girl.
Well,
I love
tell
Cersei.
people that.
But yeah, don't say that out loud.
Don't tell people you don't watch
So
Game of
I have to
Thrones.
tell you, I finally finished all of Billions. So Billions had me hate watching season 5 and season 6. The last season, the last 3 episodes made it all the world for me. So I love Billions.
So
I thought it was really,
came
really
back
great.
And now she likes Billions.
Yeah,
She
well,
likes
now
the
I'm done,
ending
thank
of
God.
Billions.
But yeah, I'm good. But yeah, so I'm not watching anything else right now. But
Yeah, those
guys,
are the shows.
those are the shows. I hope you guys have a great Thanksgiving. I hope that you
Yes.
eat lots of good food and spend lots of quality time with your friends and loved ones, cats or dogs or whomever.
We appreciate you. CLBMG.com. Go over there and support the merchandise.
Bye.